You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to continue the March to the King series. And this one, we're going to review, Godzilla Against MechaGodzilla. Now, you know, the Millennium series is a very, very interesting era for the Godzilla series because I thought there were, this movie reminded me a lot of MechaGodzilla. I thought Kiryu or MechaGodzilla, I don't think they know what they want to call him, but we'll say Kiryu. I don't think it was a bad monster. In fact, I like the design a lot. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was looking closely, it looks like it was like a shield over a Godzilla almost. Like in between the metal, you could almost see like a Godzilla body. That's what it looked like to me. Let me know what you guys think. Or take a look at the movie if you haven't seen it for a while. Then just put it on long enough to take a good look at Kiryu when he's close up. Look in between the ridges of the metal. It looks like there's like a Godzilla with like metal armor over it. And I thought it was a cool design. The weapon stuff is always cool. Just something about this movie. Again, it just didn't strike me. Like it, I don't expect much from the storylines of these movies. I don't. I really don't. But I always enjoy them because the monster fights are cool. Some of the stories do, from a cheesy sci-fi standpoint, I do enjoy, But this one and MechaGodzilla are a lot alike. Like, you have two very cool monsters, outside of Godzilla. You have two very cool monsters that just something missing. And I can never put my finger on it. The whole freezing Godzilla and the Absolute Zero cannon. Now, I will say this much. To be fair, the lead girl character, and I can't remember her name right now, and really, a lot of these characters are not memorable for me personally. She was cool. I liked her. I thought her character was a cool character. I thought that I enjoyed that. The fighting, it was just okay. Like, it should have been more. Like, I mean, when you look back at some of the battles that Godzilla and MechaGodzilla have had, or Kiryu, whatever you want to call it, man, those fights were epic. Like back in the 70s when he fought Godzilla the first time and King Caesar was there, that was an epic battle. Terror of MechaGodzilla, that was a great battle. The Heisei series when he fought MechaGodzilla, that was a great battle, and MechaGodzilla almost killed him there. This one was very bland. It was not. And maybe it's because they had done MechaGodzilla so much at this point. Maybe that's what it is. But I like MechaGodzilla. And while I like the older design a lot better, I still like the character, the monster itself. I still think it's a very, very cool monster. Or robot, whatever you want to call it. But this one, it was just, I don't know, just this Millennium series is very, very odd. Like, 2000 was good. I enjoyed that. That was a good movie. GMK was enjoyable, but MechaGodzilla in this one so far, not feeling it. Not feeling it. And the first time they fought was very short, okay, and here he is firing his missiles. They seem to repel Godzilla, and it was a very short fight. It was very short. It was like not even... there was just nothing cool about it. Godzilla just stood there, just eating missiles, like literally stood there, did not even react. Go watch the movie. Watch that first fight scene. Godzilla is literally standing there. It's almost as if the guy in the suit left to go get a cup of coffee and left the suit standing there. They were still filming. Like, I'm sitting there like, why is he not even moving? Like, when the missiles hit him, he didn't even budge. He didn't roar. Nothing. Then finally, towards the end of the fight, he lets out his roar, he takes off, and the roar triggers Kiryu because we all know in this movie he's built and crafted from the bones of the original Godzilla, and he goes haywire, and just as Godzilla leaves, he turns around and he starts plundering the city. He starts pounding on the city. And, they go through this whole process of getting him back under control, and every time they wanted to use that Absolute Zero cannon on Godzilla, there was always something happening where it couldn't happen, and then obviously At the end, they catch him with it, and he still breaks out. So if that's what's going to happen, then why not catch him with it 3 or 4 times throughout the movie? It just didn't make sense to me. So not a good. I didn't enjoy this one. I enjoyed the main character. I thought she was cool. I like Kiryu's design. I thought it was a nice design and very cool weaponry. I never get disappointed with the weaponry. The fighting was just bland for me, man. You know, when you think Godzilla and MechaGodzilla, you're talking about you talk about epic battles. This one was just like, wasn't good. It just wasn't a good battle. It wasn't a good battle. I didn't enjoy it at all. The concept of using his bones, I get, that's all right. I mean, that I can roll with that. But then even more, like, would have been cool, like if the old Godzilla fought the new one while he was out of control. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he had lost control again at one point, but she still was controlling him. She went and manually was controlling him. So even though he was the old school, he was still being under control. It would have been nice if he had this broken off control of the remote plane completely. No guidance, no nothing. It's just straight up remake, the original Godzilla crafted into a new body versus the Millennium Godzilla, breath for breath, pound for pound, and that would have been cool. But every time he lost control, they found a way to bring the control back, and I just don't understand. If you're gonna do that, then why even use the 54? The whole lore of using the 54 bones altogether. If you're not gonna make a scene specific where the two fight, where it's Millennium Godzilla versus a rebirth of the 54 Godzilla in a new body and a new, crafted metal body, then I don't understand the point of even doing it, because, again, the first time he lost control, the Godzilla had already taken off, and he turned around and started wrecking the city. The second time he lost control, she went and controlled him manually, so even though he was supposedly Godzilla, he was still following orders. So, it was kind of lame. Yeah, not my favorite. Definitely. I mean, some of these Millennium series are reaching sea monster status. It'll never be that bad. Sorry, Ag. It'll never be that bad. Sea Monster is probably as bad as it can get. Sea Monster is probably the shittiest movie on the face of the planet. So, but again, monster designs were cool. The main character was actually pretty cool, but definitely not one of the best. Definitely down there on the lower end of the spectrum for me personally. Overall, I just thought the battles were bland. I just didn't like it. So, sorry for those of you who I know there's a lot of Kiryu fans, and I'm not knocking the monster. I thought the monster was great. I thought the weapons were great. But overall, the battle between the two monsters could have been a lot better. Anyway, guys, that's it for this review. Next week, we will be reviewing Tokyo SOS for the next movie in the March of the King series. After that will be Final Wars, I believe. Yep, Final Wars. And then after that is the week Godzilla comes out. We'll be doing 2 movies that week. Godzilla 1954 and Godzilla Raids Again. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.